In the Himalayas, China is building what it says the world's largest hydropower project. The main dam complex is located at Yarlung Tsangpo River in Tibet. This river flows into India and also continues to Bangladesh, so any change on the upstream can matter to the millions of people downstream. China approved this project in late 2024, and public announcement says that the construction began in mid-2025. Officials promoted this project as a clean energy milestone that will help the China to meet the climate goals and support economic development in Tibet. The state media of China has described it as a safe project that prioritizes ecological protection. At the same time, the human rights groups and journalists have reported concerns about the community displacements and have documented rare protests and arrests related to the dam construction activity in the parts of Tibet. In terms of scale, this plan is enormous. Reports describe a cascade of several hydropower stations with the headline facility planned near the Motuo County in the lower reaches of Yarlung Tsangpo. This complex is projected to reach around 60 gigawatts of capacity and produce around 300 billion kilowatt hours per year. It is about 3 times higher than the annual output of the Three Gorges Dam. The investment has been reported in the range of 1 to 1.2 trillion yuan, with the first power expected in the 2030 if it works really well. So this site was chosen for its natural head and vertical drop. Near the famous Great Bend, the river plunges around 2,000 meters over the 50 kilometers inside one of the deepest canyons on the earth. That steep fall concentrates huge energy, so each unit of water can generate more electricity. Because this river runs through the narrow, deep gorge, designers aim to achieve a high output of the energy without creating a vast low-head reservoir like some other mega dams. At the same time, the same topography creates various challenges, which include steep slopes, landslides, heavy monsoon rains, and earthquakes. The China says that the giant hydropower will also provide a reliable, carbon-free electricity that will help stabilize the grid with growing amount of the water and solar. Ultra-high voltage transmission lines would move power thousands to the kilometers of China's major industrial and urban centers. But there are serious concerns about this dam. Once the Yarlung Tsangpo Dam enters into the China, it becomes Brahmaputra and also further downstreams in the Bangladesh, and it also becomes Jamuna. The people of India and the Bangladesh are worried about how large upstream project could also affect the seasons, flood timing, and also sediment movements. If water is stored or released at different times for the power generation, it might reduce the flow in the critical months, affecting irrigation, fisheries, river transport, and also delta stability. These concerns have encouraged India to accelerate its own river projects and to call the transparent data sharing and clear operating rules with China. Inside Tibet, the environmental and social questions are also very important. The Yarlung Tsangpo Bridge hosts richest ecosystems, but it's also ecological fragile. Building access roads, tunneling diversion passages, and blasting underground power will also disturb the habitats and also increase the landslide. If communities need to relocate, there are concerns over the cultural impacts and of course livelihoods. But the Chinese government say that the project is for clean, not for water control, and the ecological protection is their priority. In this project, the engineering challenge is very important. To manage the river and protect construction, engineers will likely depend on the long diversion tunnels and massive underground caverns to house turbines deep within the mountains. Also, the stabilizing slopes, managing sediments, and controlling flood flows is also a big challenge. So in this region, geopolitics is also playing an important role. The project area is not far from the India's border, and China and India had literally military tensions in the recent years. Control over a major upstream facility could provide leverage during the droughts or the floods, even if it is stated that it is strictly for power generation. That's why the India and Bangladesh push for the real-time hydrological data, monsoon and dry seasons operating protocols, and also emergency coordination in the event of the same weather. Even though the China says that it's gonna be having a clean energy landscape, but it is still having social and diplomatic risks that require constant attention. So let's see how this project is going to unfold itself in future. We will keep you updated and stay connected with our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.